Now we're online. Hello, right, well, we've technically moved in, didn't we? Hey, Winston. Hey, Quality, what are you staring at? That ghost in the corner. Ghost of the blue tape. Yeah, so we technically moved in, look. It's kind of in here. It's all kind of in one place, isn't it? So we're there. We're getting there. I need to go around with the paintbrush and the paint just to give this a second coat, these beams. And again, follow the finger, across the way. Get off, you cheeky little sod. So yeah, I need to do all this framework. I've done most of it, but I need to just do the whole freaking lot. What? Why? Somebody wants to play. You can go outside to play. Look, door. Christ. Notice the insulated doors. Actually, not bad, is it? And my Ninjin clock, very nice too. That says it's just gone 10:20 a.m. Go on then. Go fetch. Go get the rats and the birds. Right, this video basically is about tools, racking, storage, having everything to hand, but not looking over cluttered. Not that it matters. It's a shed, for sake, easy. But you know what I'm saying. I don't want to just turn around spanner right there, because I have so many tools, like I said before, that I've just not even had out the boxes and used, because they're packed away in the bottom shelf in the back of a cupboard somewhere. And it's just, you know, it's like when you're in a rush, it's just too much of a pain in the tits. A, to unbury the cupboard, which I don't really have a problem with here, because it's bigger, isn't it? So that's one hurdle jumped. Now, I've got my spanners in certain boxes. There's some there. And we've got another load over here. Just sort of sorting them out into, you know, open ends, C-type spanners, crescent wrenches, as you guys in America call it. Spanners. You know, ring spanners, angled ring spanners, flat ring spanners, ratchet spanners, and all the rest of it. Grips, and everything else you could possibly even begin to start thinking about, sort of type stuff. So that sort of gear will be staying in there anyway, apart from probably the cutters and wrenches. So now, as we've already agreed, the telly's going there. Do I put a telly there, or do I just make that a tool wall? Is it MK3 or is it a workshop? It's a workshop, isn't it? Yeah, it's a workshop for defo. Right, so tool wall. This place here. Tool wall. Because we've got these 6 units to go in. That's 4, that's 5 and 6. Now, do I just link them together and put them along that wall there? Because don't forget, I'm going to have machinery here. I'm going to have either the Meteor on the little FZ50, the Ariel A3, and my Lamborghini electric mobility scooter. So that really won't be overly accessible without leaning over something or reaching for something, etc, etc. Yeah, I think I've talked myself into it. That's going to be the tool wall, definitely. I have all the magnetic holders for the sockets. Now, again, I'm not sure where to put those. I might even just put them under here, but you need to be able to look at them and see what the numbers are on them, don't you? It's all whirring around in my little head. Let me go and get myself a brew. What I'm doing at the moment is I'm basically I'm trying to uncover this pack of 4 pieces of 40 by 30 wood, because I need a length or two to finish off up here. 1, 2, like I've done this end, I've used the originals. There's the original pieces. Okay, but the original ones from that end were rotten, so they've gone to the wood heaven. So I need to do that, and then that leaves me some more bare wood. Now, if I'm to put these racks on this wall here, I'm going to want to put a batten all the way along for them just to sit on before I screw them back to the wall, because they're designed to hold a fair bit of weight, not like some of these other things like that. You can basically see the curvature, can't you? In there, it's all right for spangly you know, little lockety trickety things to make bracelets and things with, but not for drill bits and all that kind of snot. So yeah, once that wood's out of the way, I can basically see what do I want here. I mean, what in the old tin shed, it was pillar drill, wasn't it? Cleaning tub, and all that kind of stuff. Do you know what? I've got enough space here now to get back parts cleaner. Yeah, parts cleaner. My other one died, didn't it? I think I put too much stuff in it. Stuff that shouldn't have been in it. Anyway. Right, what am I doing with the ceiling? Right. Ceiling. Now, I have kept some of these doors. There are other ones there somewhere. There they are. I'm going to split them, so I keep these pieces, because this thickness of wood there, of which I don't have any in my leftover stuff, is the exact thickness needed for these, basically to keep this Celotex against the underside of the old roof. Now, I could spend thousands of pounds on silicone and no nails and all that kind of stuff and squirt and glue each piece into position, but when the wood sweats, it expands and it contracts, that wouldn't last very long. It would all crack and fall away, and what a waste of money that would be. So I'm just going for the good old-fashioned wedge effect. So I'm going to be putting a wedge there, and in there. You get the picture all the way around. Okay, so wedge. So it basically keeps these up against there, and then, and only then, do these things come into play. These are my acoustic mats. I'll be putting acoustic mats in there against the ceiling, so the whole ceiling will be acoustic matting, for 2 reasons. 1, for acousticness, and 2, for hopefully entrapping warmth and stuff. Probably talking absolute bollocks right now, but in my little tiny brain, that's exactly what that's going to be doing. I was going to be sound deadening the doors as well, hence that little teary bit there. Don't go there. That was tough. And I have a little bit more Celotex here left over, and that's literally all I've got left now to repair the ceiling here. And there is a story behind that, because I did a boo-boo. Focus with you, man. Focus. I did a boo-boo. Yes, I drilled. I had the pieces already here. The original. Oh, well, some wood to go here. And I drilled up that way, and bang, the power went off. Well, it didn't go off immediately. So I carried on drilling, and I drilled along there. Bang, power went off. Well, it didn't go bang. It just tripped, because it's all on an RCD. Yeah, I'd literally screwed. I drilled a hole originally for the cable to come through, right where I was going to be putting a screw. Who knew? So I had to repair all that, hence the ceiling coming down. And yeah, there we are. So I've got all the materials to finish, and that But it's just, I think, paint first. Get the painting done. Get the no. See, this is where I'm at. Brains jumping through hoops, trying to work out shit. Dismantle the doors to get the wood, to make the wedges, to hold the Celotex, so I can paint. Right, that's stage one. Then it's the tools. Get the tools laid out on the floor. Oh, the flooring is done. Did the flooring. That's cool, isn't it? And outside, you'll be pleased to see, we now have a garden back. Ha-ha. That all went down the tip yesterday. Caroline took all that down there. So it's like it's a chain reaction. Bit of Diana Ross going on here. So once I turn his phone off in a sec, gonna get going. But then I pick up something else and start fanning around with that. That's the trouble with head fog. Concentration is nigh on zero. So what I really dearly need to do is find my old whiteboard and nail it onto the wall and write down all this stuff I just taught, or even watch this video back. That might be a bit of a help. It will be to get me to sleep tonight. So anyway, I'm waffling badly. I'll speak to you guys in a bit, and I hope everyone's well. Don't we, sir? Shut up, radio. Right, I've been working on that thing you've just been looking at. An old piece of treated CLS, I think it was. Anyway, here's where I'm at with it. What do you think? Can you see what it is yet? It has 10 slots in it. So like I said, it's just an old piece of CLS that I sanded down. Well, I didn't sand down. Tough Master did the hard work with 60 grit loop in there. There's my earplugs because it is bloody noisy. And there you go. Basically what I did was get an angle set at whatever I wanted, and then I just went along. Oh, obviously moved, isn't it? Fucking thing. Nah. Just went along, mark, centimetre, mark, 40 centimetres, mark, centimetre, mark, 40 centimetres, mark, centimetre, mark, and so on. 40 centimetres, 1 centimetre, 41, 41, and there you go. That's 21 inches top to bottom with a 30-degree angle cut inwards like that, and then all those slots. Now, proof of the pudding. Does it work? Hell yeah. Oops, get it right, easy. And so on and so forth. I am going to stain it that colour if I have anything left in the tin, so it will sort of blend in with the background. It won't be too conspicuous. So that's basically 20 upwards to 32. And then we've got the important ones, 19 downwards. I'm going to do on a slightly smaller gauge wood next to it, sort of thing. Let's offer it up. Fucking hell. Fuck's sake. You fucking wanker, E.T. Oh my god. How did I do that? Ah. What do you reckon, boys? Not bad for a beginner, eh? There's only one. Fucking hell. Bear with. Yeah, there's only one chisel that I had, 6mm. It's actually, fingers, actually got a tip on it. And that's my 6mm Poundland Marksman chisel. There's a set there. But look, I mean, come on, E.T., what the fuck? Look, that's been a fucking screwdriver. That's been, I don't know, tire lever, something like that. They all need to sort out, don't they? But fuck me. Did you guess? Anyway, from those pictures,
what it was I was trying to make. I'm quite happy with that. Super duper. Wow, chuff a neck. If you think that last one was difficult, frick me, I've got 14 or 13 slots on here. My goodness. Isn't it, fella? Ah, need to rest. Oh, radio's on. Comp's down there. Oh, I just need to sand that down now. I've whipped that down. So it's thin up there for the tiny little socket spanners, and then gets bigger down to number 19. So I just need to sand that down now without breaking any of these tabs off. Draw some holes, glue, and fix after staining. I'm quite happy with that. It's not bad. What's the name of the game? Ever asks. Or asked back in, what, 75? Something like that. 74, 75, 76. One or the other. Joining me whilst we are applying some varnish. I had 5 tins of various different colours, qualities, and this is international yacht varnish, so you can use it anywhere. This is really good. So I mean, clear varnish, gloss, quick drying. It dried before the brush had come off the flipping woodwork, and that's what I did all this worktop here with. Yes, this worktop that is slightly buried by all of this. Now, what I've been doing I did a 3-hour stint this morning, had to rest 2.5 hours after lunch, up to lunchtime, rest, 2 o'clock rest, 4 o'clock rest, and it's now 10 past 7 in the evening. This is how long it's taken me to go through every single pot and box and drawer from the old shed and just pick out every single nut, bolt, screw, washer, electrical connection, you know, split pins, number plate bolts, fuses, lock washers, spring washers, flipping copper washers, dome nuts, lock nuts, and that is actually 3 deep there. Put the light on a minute. So you've got 3 tiers there, and each one of these is a double box. So I am absolutely fried, but I thought there's no way I'm gonna just hang out. I need to get the varnish down this evening on these shelves, so it's literally dry for tomorrow, so I can carry on doing what I've got to do tomorrow. I'm also going to put that stuff. I've had to go along here with the old bzzz. Started off with a 40 grit, went to an 80 grit. I was going to do 120, but I don't think it needs it. It's absolutely gorgeous. Plus the scaffold boards. Yeah, and I need to go and do that shelf that I created last night. It is level, believe it or not. It just doesn't look it. I think that one curls up at the end. Now that piece, and that piece, you can see the paint lines on it. And there's 3 more pieces somewhere. That was the old planter that used to be outside, like a crib, but with plants in it, that I made, oh God, 8 years ago. I managed to salvage the wood, and it's not bad. That's how you pay for quality, don't you? You get what you pay for. So I've now repurposed 2 of those pieces that were left into shelving for there. So I'm going to cover that as well with this yacht varnish and go from there. I managed to get myself a table saw. Literally £90 off of this table saw. It's an Einhell one. It's 240 volt, not battery. Proper piece of kit. There it is there. I only saw the box just a second ago. It's great. It's not even built yet. It's in the box still. But I'm going to get that thingy because I need to knock these old doors apart that I don't need anymore to get off these sections there. I think I said about this in an earlier video, and there's some more that I've already just tapped off with a mallet. Then I can run them down the table saw to split them in half, make 2 out of each one length, because then I have to go along and insert them in these gaps here. Once that's all inserted, these will be in the proper positions, and then I can go ahead and put the acoustic panels all on there, and I can finish the lighting. Got to do some lighting up under there. So yeah, it all has to fall in with how I am. So, but at the moment, touch wood, it's going really well. Yeah, so there's probably a million things to say, and I can't think of any to say about it. Oh, there is a small surprise to come in the future. Well, a friend of mine used to be a neighbour, has sort of knocked my front door and said, would you like me to do an intro to your videos, just to sort of try and perk it up a little bit, I suppose, and get people to click, you know, subscribe or like or whatever, to hear the track again. It's a compilation of his own, as far as I'm aware. Isn't that right, Andy? Thank you, sir. And he's gonna work some jiggery pokery computery magic dusty stuff that's just way over my head. I just have a black screen with some white writing on it saying this is this, as you know, and it just runs into the video. I can't do on my laptop. My laptop has as much power as I do, so therefore editing is basic 3-hour process to make one video, one episode. So if you haven't liked and subscribed, could you please do so, because I put an awful lot into this just for entertainment purposes for you guys, and hopefully to just give somebody a little bit of a, come on, if I can do it, you can do it, sort of thing. So yeah, I really would appreciate it. And Andy's, like I say, he's going to try and sort out a start part for the video, sort of in an intro, basically. He's already played a tune to me that he's knocked up, and I'll tell you what, I just beamed from ear to ear because it was bloody awesome, Andy. It really was good, Andy, I'll tell you. So there's going to be a few slight adjustments to the channel, nothing drastic. It's just going to be me and Winston and Kaz just doing our stuff in the shed and whatnot. So yeah, but just to give it a little bit of a pop, and hopefully get us up the charts. Hopefully that will work out. Let me just take it from there. So please let us know. You'll know when you see it. It'll be in a video or two, couple of videos or two time. So probably, I don't know, probably 3 or 4 videos time, because I've already got a load of footage. Oh, you'd have already seen it by now. Oh, balls. Might even be at the front of this one. What did you think of it? Share. Didn't think of that. Bugger. As it stands at the moment, if you haven't have watched all the stuff I've just put on, I've got footage that I've just spent hours and hours and hours creating, whether it be the shed or the van or whatever. And where I've been in such a low zone mentally, it's been very difficult to first, I'll put the laptop on, you then have to transfer the stuff from the phone to the laptop, and then you have to create the video and edit it and then save it. And then once you've done that, you then save it as a file that YouTube can read. Then you do that, and then you have to then, once you've done that, that's another hour and 10 minutes, and then you then have to upload it to YouTube, which is another 20-25 minutes. So it's a good 3-hour process, easy for a 3/4 of an hour video. So what was I saying? Brain fog setting in quick before the brain runs out. Yes, well, you would have watched them by now, wouldn't you? You'd have watched all 3 of the episodes that I haven't really put up yet. It's really weird, that, isn't it, if you think about it? I'm here talking about videos that I haven't put up yet in past tense, because I have put them up. But at this moment in time, I haven't. I don't know, fried brain. But like I say, you will see this intro when it appears. Hopefully Andy's going to sort something out for me to slip in at the start, and it should sort of I love the sound of what he's created. He's very, very talented young man. Yeah, perhaps we can make something out of this that's going to be a little bit on the special side. Don't know. Hopefully. Who knows? Anyway, so from me to you, I'll catch you in a little while. Isn't that right, Winston? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yes, I know. I've had to purchase a table saw, but money well spent. It was literally half price. Einhell 240, and I've done some brilliant stuff with that this afternoon just to finish off what I needed to get finished off. Isn't that right, quality? So yes, Daddy. He's been really good today. He hasn't barked many times at the people, which is good. Anyway, look at the state of the place. Look. And there is a very good reason that it's in this state, because I haven't had a chance to tidy it. Now I keep getting things out of different cupboards and sheds and things and bringing them in, and then I ended up moving stuff that I've put in drawers out of those drawers because there's now more of them and I need to put them in somewhere else which is bigger, and then I end up with empty drawers and stuff everywhere. Follow the finger. So there we are. I've got my sockets all set out now. Got me ratchets. Got me vernier. Got me angle, digital angle gauge. Got a weather station. Yeah, I can see whether it will or whether it won't. Go away, light. No. The only way to get rid of that is to do that. That's pretty good, isn't it? 24.7 in here. And 50% chance of rain in here. I reckon that's right. Look. Anyway, I've had my ghetto blaster. Yes, ghetto blaster with flashing lights going all day. That was black once upon a time, but you know me, took it apart, took it all apart, sanded it all down, painted it white. I think it works, but it's got SD card, you know, Bluetooth, radio, you name it, it's got it. It's pretty good, and I've got that for a bargain off of Marketplace, like I get most of my things for bargains. Look at this, look. That is just bad, isn't it? That's because I sanded all that lot the other day and I had to varnish it. And what I've done there, I've drawn a series of holes like I said I would. I put in various bits and pieces for the impact. Now I need to go along there. Caroline rightly said, why don't you use a stencil and just do little beep, 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 beep above each one. So that's what we're going to do, isn't it?
Yes.
So another cracking idea. Anyway, at this moment in time, I'm just tarting, and I thought, get this shelf finished. I wanted to get a shelf installed, so I've installed the shelf. Those 3 panels of wood are the old planter that used to be out there, the old crib. I've now cut up what used to be the upright sections of the very first shed. Those pieces there, the 2x2s, they are now support brackets, or screwed and glued, literally screwed and glued. And now I'm putting this in, which is rather nice. It's aluminium, or for our American brethren, aluminum strip. And you literally drill holes wherever you want, like that. And it comes with, I bought it with a box of 12, just because it's about £8. That's all it was. And it comes with this plastic sort of diffuser, okay, which sits in this tiny little groove. See the 2 little grooves, one there and one there. So effectively you've got a dome like so, and you put your LED strip in there like that, and you glue it in, and you put your lid on. So what I've done is I've sort of back angled that so it should illuminate, follow the hand, all that's there. And I've even managed to cut a couple of sort of 30-degree just with the old hacksaw. Where is it? It is an old hacksaw as well, not none of this blooming Temu stuff. This is proper, made in England. This is how old this hacksaw is. If anyone can throw a date on that, please do. Humbrol? That's That's a modelling. Humbrol is a modelling firm, isn't it? Not sure if it's still in this country, in the UK, but well, I never. So there we go. So I managed to cut a couple of slices in and bend that sort of 30 degrees. No, not 30 degrees. 20. What's half of 45? Yeah, that much, and then that much again equals 90. No, 45. No, 90. 90. So, well, that's not 45 degrees, is it? 98, 98, 27, 36, 360. So it's 490. Well, that's. I'm confused. It's not 45. 245 equals 90. That is 90 degrees, is it not? That isn't 45 degrees. Or is it? It is. Of course it is. 45, 45, 90 degrees. My brain has slipped from its skull yet again. Anyway, so there we go. I'm literally putting in the LED strip as we go. I'm doing it right now. Look. You can give me a hand if you like. Anyway, I purchased this LED strip on a roll, and it's 12 volt. You can get 12 or 24. 24 is probably the better for longevity. Don't ask me why. It just seems to last longer. And we're talking years, not weeks and months. So there we go. Everywhere where there's a copper pair, okay, it's a bridge, and you can snip that with the processors wherever you want to snip that for length. So you can just cut it to size, basically, if you're new to LEDs. And I bought separately a couple. Oop, look at this assault course I've got to climb over. Look, if I slip now, that's going to go in a very awkward place, isn't it? That's incidentally, that's what the roll looked like, and there's the other half of it, and that's how long the thingy was. So it's, I think it's 5 meters, and you buy this thing as well, which is a Boo B0099 / CS 12 watt 12 volt LED driver. Let me just take it out of the box for you. You can see, actually I've got one up here. I've already, this one I wired in earlier. That's basically it. LED. Let's get this light off. Go away. You see what's going on now. LED driver power supply. That's it. So your 240 goes in there. Okay, and then your output goes there. Plus and minus goes there. Okay, then you put your cap back on, lock that in. And of course, when you put your light on, your LED all lights up. But I've disconnected it for the time being because I had to do some varnishing. So there we go. So yeah, you need to get yourselves. What I did is I bought 2 of those power packs and 1 roll. Now that 1 power pack or 1 driver, because it basically turns AC to DC. That's what they do. You can't just wire in 240 volt LED to 240 volts AC supply. It won't work. It has to have DC to make it work. Hence these drivers. They look like little transformers, don't they? Like for the old halogen kitchen lights. No, the drivers convert AC to DC. Yeah, one of those drivers, I wired it into that whole roll, the whole 5 meters. Blooming lit the place up. So me chopping it in half is nothing at all, is it? So that's why I bought 2, because I could do half of this side and half for that side effectively. Right, I'm starting to waffle. I need to dry myself off, get the vibes back on, because that's what's kept me jigging around. And you see what the time was just now. It's 20 to 8 in the evening. I've only had 1 rest today, and I really, you know, in the mornings I'm like, I am not workable until about 10 o'clock. And then it takes like an hour for all the meds to kick in, and then it's like, right, get on with it, because you've got so much to do. But there we are. Yeah, he's good. Anyway, he's a good boy. Right, catch you in a bit. Oh my goodness. YouTube, that was an accident, so just don't. Right, anyway. I've finished. I've just sort of temporarily connected that little drivery thing that I showed you earlier. So let's walk over to said light switch. I think it's that one. Ooh, yes it is. That's quite effective, isn't it? That really is. I like that. That's pretty snazzy. What do you reckon? You could at least nod or something. Put your tongue out. Just don't fart. All right, that's my job. Okay, that's quite snazzy, isn't it? Yeah, so I might even go along, because all this sort of illuminates because of those 3 LED panels that I've got there, which were the outside lights on the old shed, the 3 outside lights that were right in your face. Right, so that's that. I'll see you in a bit. Be careful what you do, cause loving in a fool, Winnie Pooh is not my lover. Oh, he's just the dog who I'd take for a walk. But the gin ain't not my... There you go. It's got a diffuser on it now. It's very, very thin, but it's very... As long as you stick the bottom in and just sort of run your nail across it, it pops in. You can hear it. Right, it just pops in. Follow the finger. And I've left a bit up here, look. You don't need to go right to the corner because that light will diffuse to the corner anyway. So here's a couple of pieces that I made earlier. So you, like I say, you put the bottom piece in first. Yeah, and then oops. And then snap the top in. That's about right. And then sort of push it up so it covers all the holes. Like so. Ooh, my elbow's, look, it's stuck on my elbow, look, because it's freshly varnished. This wood, I had to sand it and varnish it. So let's put the bottom in again first. Let's put the bottom in there. That's it. It's in. It's in. Let's put the top in. There we go. It's all in. Push it up. Job's a good one. It's not bad, is it? If I can do it, anybody can do it. Let's have a look and see what that looks like now. I say, that's jolly nice, isn't it? What do you think, Walls? Yeah, it's not bad at all, is it? You see what I mean about diffusing right to the corner, look, even though it's not gone right to the corner. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like that. It's worth all the effort, isn't it? Like I say, I mean, that was about £5, and this lot was, I think it's 12 lengths, probably a metre, so you've got 12 metres there. Yeah, one part was damaged, but where I had to cut that piece, the damaged part is now outside on the floor. And you've got all these little diffuser pieces in there as well. I mean, like I say, that was, I can't remember, about £6 or £7. Well, it might even be £8 or something, but well less than a tenner. But yeah, I quite like that. It's pretty nifty, isn't it? Sort of sets off everything as well, doesn't it? Right, definitely need a refill now and a good rest. Nice brew and a rest. Isn't that right, kid? Right, we'll catch you in a bit. It's not big. Morning, young sir. What are you doing? It's a bit warm in it today. Anyway, that's kind of there. I'll put a few bits on there. Basically, a bag fell on the floor and it landed on its nose on the grease. And it sprayed all inside the bag. So that was 10 minutes of cleaning all the cans up individually and putting them there and bag in the bin. Anyway, look what I'm up to. Look what we are doing. We are doing acoustic paneling. Oops, let's put these lights on as well. Look. Ooh, yeah, we're putting the acoustic foamaloid panels up. And they're looking rather jiff, aren't they? So yeah, I've taped all the joins, like I say. I've wiped all this down because it was so blooming dusty. Contact adhesive, spray sprayer. Let me just do a piece and I'll show you. Let's just do a piece here, shall we? Right, so get ourselves a tile. Obviously looking at that previous pattern, so we need a vertical. Doing this without the aid of a safety net. Oh no, it needs 2 hands really, doesn't it? But there we are. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Oh, that's fucking terrible. I'm going to take that off again in a minute. But you get the idea, okay? It's like that. Like that. And I tell you, it makes such a difference when I've got the blaster going. You literally step outside the door and you can't hear anything, which is great because my arse has been like a freaking trumpet recently. And the neighbours are forever walking by going, "Hi, Ed, how you doing?" Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm fine, love. Yeah, flipping neck. So it does the job, doesn't it? And if I'm in there drilling, revving bikes up and all the rest of it, because I've got an extractor fan in the corner, I am going to rig up a rig of hose, flexi hose, so you can stick up on the exhaust pipes of motorcycles and turn that on whilst I'm fettling with carburetors and things. Hopefully. So there we are. Right. Okay. I've got to press on, haven't I? Press on. Did you get it? Yeah. So it's, I love it. It's all good, isn't it? Like I say, these pads, they start in a pack about this thick, and you take the plastic off, and it goes boing. I mean, that is, I've used 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 10. I've used 11 out of this stack. So to go from that to over a foot and a bit, it's great. And I got these 4 packs of these for £5 out the back of a van in a car park somewhere in the deepest darkness of Surrey. No, it wasn't actually. It was in Wiltshire. These people had soundproofed or acoustified their recording area, live to air recording area, and they had surplus. I mean surplus. I could have bought 10 packs, and like an idiot, I bought 5, I think. So 1 pack is opened up in the van, which I might be nicking in a bit because I'm that way. Oh, hang on a minute. There's quite a lot there, and that is the 2nd pack, so that should easily do what's left of this side. And then I've got 2 more packs for the other side, so technically should be all right. But I do need some for the doors. So basically you'll just see black here, and you won't see that panel there, so it'll just be straight across there, which is good. Right, we better crack on. Look at the time, it's 11:45, lad.